Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Quinn Barney, and today I'm going to be running you guys through my music project. And I thought it'd be cool to do the slides and then also run you guys through my Logic session so you can just see like what I was doing in this project. So we'll jump right into it. So I use Logic Pro for my music project. Let's see what were the requirements. So the editing things that I did as far as editing audio, I cut down some audio, I added in some fades, and I was like moving audio around. So if we go take a look here at this session, most of my audio is up here at the top or whatever. And so like you see, I have all those like talking elements in the first half of the song. I had to cut those down, and then it was like a specific phrase. If I zoom in here, we can see. Let me open that up a bigger. Let's go up and see what's going on. So I guess there was a specific phrase that I wanted right here. So I cut it up and then I had to put it and like put it on the beat so then I can make loops out of it. So that was one way that I like cut up the audio. And then some of these I have like fade points in between them, and other ones in the beginning you hear that like DJ tag. Um, I had to cut that audio up and put it right there so that it will like flow together. But I didn't fade it because I wanted to have that like choppy type sound. And then as you can see, I moved a lot of this audio around. And also on the MIDI side, I have a lot of like MIDI keys going in. Just like it's a lot of stuff that I played in here. Some stuff I stacked, but with the drums too, I had to edit all these drum. These are all different drum instruments right here from this drum machine. It's made by Native Instruments. It's called Battery 4. So I used that, and I had to edit all those different pieces too. So those are a couple of the ways that I edited the audio, but I also edited my MIDI also. So let's go back to see the requirements here. Um, Recording. Oh yeah, so I had a lot of audio tracks. Some of them were stacked for harmonies. If you listen to the song, there's a lot of harmony going on. So if we go back, all these right here, this is all harmony stuff. These are all like harmony stacks or whatever. And so there's a lot of audio tracks that I had to record in. And on the other side of the recording, like I said up here, there's some really interesting stuff that I took. Like just like these are all the parts. If you listen to the song, me like talking in the background, that was just like I just recorded that in and added some effects to it, so that I could sound like kind of weird. I cut like the low end and the top end off of it with like an EQ, and then let's see, what did I do? And then I just added a compressor to it so it can sound kind of weird and wonky. And then um, it's kind of the same for the other ones. One of them, on the second half of the song, the summer's gone part, I believe. I put a pitch shift on there, and then I had a couple reverbs on it just to make it sound kind of weird. But that was all audio that I like had to record in there and manipulate it like the way that I wanted to after I had got it recorded in there. But as far as the recording process goes, I have the universal audio interface, so I have the universal audio like set up on the other side of my computer where I can like see like different chains that I can put in. So it's really cool to have like compressors on it before it gets to Pro Tools. It makes it feel like it's like real gear, I suppose, but it's just interesting to have that control over it. But since we're in Logic, I can still sync it up, so it's pretty cool. So let's go see what else. Yeah, so that just shows you guys the random audio bits taken and processed for creative intentions. So processing, I have like EQs, dynamic plugins, reverb, delay, and like a lot of audio effects, and I have a lot of digital or virtual instrument plugins down here. But so on a lot of my audio, I have the channel EQ, which comes like stock in Logic, and then I used auto tune a lot just because I wanted it to sound like very computerized, very like in that genre, in that feel of just like almost like retro, but still feeling like natural. I really like that. And then I have like a compressor on them. A lot of them come with the compressors like straight from Logic. Let me pull it over here. So this is one of the plugins I use. It has a bunch of different compressor emulations that you can use in there. A lot of them just have the platinum digital. I like how it's a pretty transparent sound, and I like the way that it makes the vocal sound because it doesn't really add color to them. It just kind of gives them a little like feel. I enjoy that about that. And then I have a lot of sins going on, as you can see, also. So I have sins going to like reverbs, delays, and then I have another sin going to another delay. Because I would just like, I have so many different sounds going on, especially with the vocals. And I wanted them to feel weird. But on the second half of the song, as far as plugins go, or I guess effects, I kept the vocals dry. They're not even getting any reverb. I really wanted it to feel like they were just singing into dynamic microphones, like on a stage. Very dry, very I guess very transparent. I know I use that word a lot, but I just like the way it feels. And so I recorded all these vocals, and actually on the "Summer's Gone" part, where there's like that very high voice singing, that was me singing, and I pitch shifted it up, and then I put a bunch of reverb, delay, and stuff on there, and then that's how it came out sounding, and I really liked it. So I just wanted to like tuck it back and see like the type of effect that it could have on there. Um, I bounced it out. I had the wave and the MP3 because you have that ability to do that in Logic. You can bounce it out a variety of different ways, but I always do a wave and an MP3 because you never know who you're gonna have to send it to. But as far as like doing anything on the stereo and like mastering and like, I just had a limiter on there because I didn't want to like do too much to it. I just had a limiter on there. Maybe on another time I would have put a LA2A on there or something just to compress that and getting sounded a little more glued together. But I think for the way that it sounds, I think it's pretty decent. I really like I as just to step into that next question, I believe, which is about things I want to know. Um, well, I think I took this whole endeavor, I guess this project, as an opportunity to delve into like a genre that I had never really done songs in, but I really like it, and I think I want to continue to do that. So I think for me, I started to look into other things such as like what is side chaining, because I really want to learn how to take some of my synthesizers and make them pump like in dance music, and that's why I took this as an opportunity to work with like sort of being like a DJ or a producer, and came up with that name, that DJ Quantum Theory. That's why I put that in there. I had my wife come say that, and I manipulated her voice, and I just thought it would be really cool. And then if you see in that second half, it's still the same vibe. It's just a lot more, I guess, like retro. It feels like Daft Punk, But I've been listening to a lot of EDM after I explored this project. So I mean, like I said, one of the things I want to know is side chaining, and then also I just really want to get more experience with like different genres while using Logic, just like because I feel like Logic helps me create so fast. If I had Pro Tools up, there's no way I would have had all these tracks made as fast as I can in here, because in here I can just hit this plus and I have another track and I can get all the things I need and just get it done. And I feel like maybe in other DAWs they kind of slow you down, but in here you can get a nice workflow going. You get all your instruments, you get all your audio, and you're good to go. And then if you want to throw everything in Pro Tools and make everything audio from there, maybe you can. But I find it that I like to work in both. And as far as creation goes, I love using Logic because it just allows me to do so many cool things. So I hope you guys listen to the song. I hope you like it. I would love to hear your feedback. I guess I'll just see you guys in class, and enjoy the rest of your day.